This is the Australian blackwood, and this is going to be the back of our next guitar. What I need to do is I need to join these two. You haven't got very much to work with, so you need this to be flat and straight on both sides. Now I have already put this on the bench and planed it a bit, and I'm close, but I'm not happy. It needs a little more work. So this is what we do. We simply fold it together, and I know it's there. Then, are you ready for this? Recognize this? This is the easiest jig ever. Now what we do with this board is we turn it over. I'll tell you about the sandpaper at another time. In the meantime, we're going to use this on the back. We're going to put that down flat on the bench, and we're going to put our boards on here. And I have a flat piece of wood here that I know I can push both pieces up against here to make sure I've got these as flat as I can and together. So now what I do is I have a piece of scrap wood here. I simply set that on the top because I don't want to mark this. So what we're going to do is use our plane, and we're going to use the bench. So the top of the bench is nice and flat and smooth. We know we've got this edge nice and flat together. It's not perfect, but it will be in just a moment. So we're going to take our plane here, put it on its side, and we're just going to slice it off here. And this is what we're going to get. We're going to get little pieces of curl of wood. So let's go do that, and we'll do that right now. You hold your plane flat up against the wood, and then just draw it across. Okay, I've got a little. There's what we're getting. Little bits of sawdust. Well, actually, curls. There's a tiny little speck in here that I can feel is not quite right. I think that will do it. What I've done here is I've taken a little off each edge here and here before I went in here, because this wasn't as tight. This was perfectly tight. So by taking a little off here and a little off on this side, it brings it in closer. So we should have a better fit right in the middle. I want to get this as perfect as I can because it will make a difference for us once we start putting our back together and gluing it. And I'm going to show you how we glue that in just a minute or two. So let's move this and have a look. Oh yeah. Okay, that back is perfect. It's nice and tight, and it's going to look good. Now understand, we're going to also put a reinforcing piece down the center of this inside the guitar, and we're also going to cut out a channel on this, and we're going to put shell all up and down here. So it's going to be a beautiful looking guitar. Oh yes, I like this. All right, I'm happy with that. This is 1x1 aluminum pipe. It's a square. It's available from Lowe's, it's available at Home Depot, it's available at Harbor Freight, it's Princess Auto, and it's aluminum. The neat thing about aluminum is you can take a pilot hole, take your drill and drill right through it, which is what you do in each of these cases, and then you come back to that pilot hole and you take a 3/8 inch drill bit and drill through these holes, which I have done. Now I just simply put a screw in there and my drill, and I drill it right into the wood here so that it is all nice and straight. Now, in order to be sure that you've got this thing right, this piece of wood here that's on the back, it's a 3/4 inch piece of scrap plywood. It's 9.5 inches. It's 24 inches long. And what I would recommend you do is, by all means, use a square so that you can put it on the side and make sure you've got this square, and you've got this one square, and you've got this one square, and this is square. It's all good if you do it that way. Now, the length of pipe that I bought here, the bar, was 48 inches. So this is 21 inches, and 21, that leaves me 6 inches of pipe left over, which I have cut here, here, and here, and use those extra pieces to screw in here as extra support, just because you can. Now, there's one other part of this, and that is these pieces here. These little wedges here, they're not really that big. Again, it's scrap wood that you have in your workshop. This measures out here at 4.5 inches, and it measures in length 19 inches. And this is a scrap of cedar from a deck that's 18.5 inches, and it's 4.25 inches. So as long as you have that approximately the same, you're going to need 4 of these, and I'll show you how you use these in just a minute. The next item we're going to need on our gluing of the back together, and we use this for the top as well, is some rope. And I have this here, and you'll see how we do this in just a minute. So at this point, we're back to where we were yesterday with this scrap piece of wax paper. I just simply put this across there like that to catch any glue, so that any squeeze out is not going to glue the back to the aluminum. So we're all good with this as it is right now. So what we need to do is put some glue on here. And you can see the centerpiece here. These pieces that are running across are extra support for the wood. So the wood is totally supported as it sits on here. So let's get some glue onto this. We'll do that right now. Okay, so we've got the wax paper there. We've got this board down here. We're simply putting this now down beside it. And if you look carefully, you'll see the white glue line that's running down there. So all I'm going to do, just to make sure I've got a good connection, is I'm going to just give it a little movement like this. Now, here's a tip for you that I want you to remember. When this gets glued together, it's going to be hard to find the center seam. And that can be a problem. It can be a problem with the top. So what I like to do when I do this is I just leave, I don't think you'll be able to see this, I just leave a tiny little notch right here. I don't make them perfectly flat here. I like one just offset, because now I know where the center line is later on, and I know where it is at the other end. So it won't be an issue when we try to center this up. Now, we're going to take the string. You ready for this? drop that on the floor, and we're going to wrap it around the pipe. Now, in the end of this jig, I have actually taken right in here. You won't be able, you'll see it in a minute, but you won't be able to see it too well from there. I have a notch, and I've taken the rope and I've tied a big knot on the end of it. All you do is just rip it around. It doesn't matter how big it is, just get it nice and big and secure, so there's a nice big knot there. This can go inside the pipe like that, or it can go on the bottom of the pipe and come across here like this. Now, you come across here, I'm going to go underneath, and I'm just pulling this lightly. I'm coming back over here, I'm coming under here, and I want to pull this. I want to get this nice and snug, and I have. I've got that down there like that. I now pull this up over here. And I go back over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going across to this one, doing the same thing. On my right, it's over here, so I'm coming to my left on this side. So we're not done yet. This is just the beginning. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this together by raising this. That's where these wedges come into play. So let's take the first one here. We put it underneath the string. And it goes out that side. Now what that wedge does, what this wedge does is, because it's got a flat side on here, it holds this down flat. So this board in here at this point is perfectly flat. We're going to do that all the way across. Let's get it done. So we are back, and it's been about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And at this point, I think we're pretty good to take this off. This, I don't see anything there, so let's give it a shot and hope for the best. So we'll take these off and just set those aside. Well, that's it for me. Thank you very much for hanging in there with me. This looks really terrific, and we'll get this all cleaned up and we'll thin it down, and we'll pull out the top and then start looking at what we're going to do next on the guitar build. So I do appreciate you being here. Thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button, and I'll see you in another video. And if you have any comments, by all means, put them in the comment section down below. And if you have any questions regarding this jig, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. So always good to hear from you. Thank you so much.